If you're looking for ways to generate more leads for your HVAC or plumbing business, then stay tuned because today I'm going to be sharing 5 things you can do to get your phone ringing today. Let's get to it. Hey there, I'm Wayne with Leads Nearby, and this is Contractor Cast, where we help you grow your service-based business and generate more leads, customers, and sales by marketing way better. So if you're interested in learning the latest marketing strategies, tools, tips, tricks, and tactics, well, you may want to consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you never miss a future episode. So the way your potential customers search for you has changed dramatically in the last 5 years. The search process is simple, but delivering what your customer is looking for is not. Your potential customer's search process probably looks a lot like this. They hop on a smartphone, search for the plumbing service they need, choose the top 2 or 3 choices in Google search results, check those websites, and then read some reviews on each of them before they make a decision. Pretty simple, right? While Google is doing everything they can to deliver a seamless search experience, you have to be in the background with a solid plan to deliver those search results in a competitive way. So in order to create those leads, we've come up with 5 things that you're going to need to be doing to make sure the phone rings today. Number 1, you're going to need an optimized website built specifically for the HVAC or plumbing industry. Number 2, become proficient at SEO. That includes on-page, off-page, and local SEO. Number 3, you're going to need to build a library of favorable Google reviews. Number 4, consider a Google Ads campaign. And number 5, a digital marketing campaign. All right, so again, the first thing you're going to need is that optimized HVAC or plumber industry specific website. And we're listing this first because it's arguably the most important. There are websites and then there are websites that drive leads. How do they differ? Websites that drive leads for HVAC and plumbers have 2 very crucial components. A, they're optimized for the best SEO practices out there. And B, they're designed specifically for what potential HVAC and plumbing customers are looking for. Websites have to be properly optimized in order for your HVAC or plumbing site to rank in the coveted 2nd to 3rd position in Google search results, not to mention getting to the 1st place. There are a ton of options out there for do-it-yourself web development these days, but unfortunately those websites aren't always optimized properly. And while the web development industry has made it easier for folks to make beautiful websites in a couple of days, Google has made it harder to rank them. There are so many websites online that Google has had to really crack down on whose website is favored and whose isn't. So how do you properly optimize a website? By adhering to SEO best practices, which we're going to cover in a minute. An important step that many businesses don't necessarily think of is designing a site that is made specifically for their line of business. HVAC companies and plumbers have unique customers, and they search very specific things in a very specific way. So make sure that you choose a web developer who's done their research on your specific industry and knows how to design a site around what your potential customer is looking for. Number 2, again, becoming proficient at SEO. Google has over 200 ranking signals that it uses to help rank websites. So becoming proficient at SEO will help you make sure that you're giving your website the best possible chance of ranking highly. There's no shortage of courses and online resources that can help acquaint you with the complex topic of SEO. However, I'm just going to go over a few of the more important ranking signals that will help get your website producing leads for your HVAC or plumbing business. First, SSL certificates. If you look in the address bar or any URL, you'll see a padlock, an I, or the words not secure. An SSL certificate is a layer of encryption between websites that Google favors for ranking purposes. If you don't have one, the first thing a potential client sees when they come to your site is a not secure warning. We can all agree that this is not the best first impression. The padlock means a proper SSL cert is in place, and an I typically indicates that there is an SSL certificate in place, but there are issues with it. Next is site speed. If your website is not built for speed, Google might slap your online hand. Google places a lot of emphasis on user experience, so a slow site with heavy load times delivers a poor experience. Therefore, Google punishes slow websites with longer load times. Next are going to be image, alt, and title tags. Images on a website need to be set up with alt and title tags so that they can be delivered by screen readers used by those who are vision impaired. Next is content. And unless you've been asleep for the last 10 years, you've likely heard that phrase, content is king. So if you want Google to play nice with your site, a content strategy is a must. And you can do this in a variety of different ways, but one of the most effective methods is to build a landing page for your customer's most common pain point and then build supporting content around that, typically in the way of informative blogs or pages. Now, content is a time suck. So start by searching internally for a resource you already have on staff who has the ability and bandwidth for a content strategy. If not, consider contracting out that service. Some web developers also offer copywriting services, so you can cover several bases at once. Next up is local SEO. So what is local SEO? Well, it's a several-step strategy for increasing ranking around local keywords and map listings. Here are a few best local SEO practices. First up is localized website content. Since many mobile searches end with near me, it's more important than ever to have website content that emphasizes your location. Next up are your name, address, and phone number citations, or better known as NAP. Make certain that the name, address, and phone number is exactly the same on all social media accounts, websites, and local listings like Google My Business. And finally, there's local business schema markup. Schema is code written into your website that gives Google the information it needs to rank your site by location. All right, so back to our main list. At number 3, it's Google reviews. Outside of properly optimized websites, online reviews might be the next most powerful piece of your online presence. In the plumbing industry, buyer journey maps show us that potential customers search for you, typically on their phone, and then either read reviews and visit your site or vice versa. Studies show that 88% of consumers trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. So how do you get Google reviews? Well, you got to ask for them. You can follow up a service call with an email and your Google review link. You can solicit them on social media, and you can include a prompt on your invoicing. Your Google review link is easy to find. So just sign into your Google My Business account, and then once you're in, go down to the Get More Reviews section and click on the Share Review Form button, and that will pop up the Google review link that you can copy and share. So link is copied, and then you can paste that into an email, onto your Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, etc. So number 4 on our list is going to be Google Ads. In these extremely competitive online landscapes like HVAC and plumbing, paid advertising can help set you apart from your competitors. Google Ads help target keywords that potential customers may be looking for, and then render ads based on keywords, budget, and ad quality score. Now, Google has an online course for Google Ads certification, but be warned, Google Ads is complex and it can take a while to learn. So again, consider asking existing office staff to get certified, contract with a specialist, or look for a web developer who can design and build websites, assist with the content for your website, and then manage your Google Ads campaign for you. All right, so last but not least on our list is going to be the overall digital marketing campaign. Now, many of the things we've talked about are pieces and parts of a digital marketing campaign. But if you need leads for your HVAC and plumbing business, these pieces and parts need to be organized and structured. Here are some of the questions you can ask yourself when developing a digital marketing campaign. What are my goals for this digital marketing campaign? Do they span beyond creating leads for my plumbing business? What social media platforms should I be on? What does my social or content posting schedule and editorial calendar look like? Am I going to advertise on any of these platforms? And if so, what is my budget? What is the goal of my content strategy related to my website? Who is my audience and how do I build a relationship with them through my content? Who is going to write the content and how often? Who is going to be responsible for claiming and maintaining my local listings? What is my Google review strategy? Should I be spending money on Google Ads? And if so, how much? Who is going to manage my Google Ads campaign for me? Creating leads and getting the phone to ring is not a one and done, few minutes a week process. It takes a tremendous amount of time and energy to deliver the right message to the right customer at the right time. But if you're willing to do these things, you will create more leads while standing out from your competitors online. All right, so the next thing you're going to want to do is check out some of our other videos I have linked up right here, which are going to give you even more strategies on marketing your service-based business. So make sure you check those out when you get a chance. As always, if you're looking for help with some of the things we discussed in this video, be sure to reach out to us by giving us a call or contacting us through our website. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time on Contractor Cast. Take care.